buddy of mine at the hospital, so it's on the island.
Can't hear you.
Public meeting at
There's been a request that people on the end move to the middle so that everybody can get a seat. There's a whole row in front.
Nobody wants to know. People on the side. And I forgot my name.
Won't matter if everybody starts talking. You won't be able to hear anything.
Okay, the other thing that I want to explain,
In this
the other
crowd,
thing I want
we're
to
not
explain before we get started, there's actually three separate meetings tonight. There's going to be a short normal Board of Supervisors meeting, which will be very short, like 15 minutes. Then we're going to take a 10-minute break. I'll stand up and stretch, but don't leave. And then we're going to go in to the police meeting, which I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, are here for. So if you have questions or comments regarding the police, please save that for the second meeting. The first meeting, if anybody, I know a lot of people signed up for public comment. The first meeting, the short one, the Board of Supervisors meeting, will take questions regarding the agenda, and it's very short. Police questions will be in the second meeting regarding police, okay? Just to keep it separate. All right, right now I'm going to call to order Board of Supervisors meeting. All rise for pledge of allegiance.
Haven't done that since elementary school.
Pledge of allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It's really odd.
Agenda, please. All in favor? Approval of the minutes for the May 19th meeting.
This is ridiculous.
They have to be with
Second. All in favor? Okay, report. I have a police report.
The police report for the month of May. We gave 563 calls, one was given by the police. There were 590 hours, officers traveled 4,699 miles. We issued 55 citations, we wrote 41 warnings. We had 1 DUI arrest, we put it to death, 2 criminal mischiefs, 2 frauds, and 1 possible child.
Madam Treasurer's report, please.
Cash balances at the end of May, general fund $3 million, that's for $103,000. State, $6.9 million, the fuels $513,000, and library fund $11,000. For the P&L, as of the end of May, revenues are right on track, expenses are falling a little behind budget, as $550,000.
Thank you. Have approval of the bills. All in favor of approving the bills? Unfinished business, there isn't any. New business,
PennDOT has been in the process of designing and engineering related to both our school bridges. They have completed the preliminary design and determined additional right-of-way is needed to undergo their project. Several partial where the right-of-way are needed have been settled, and partial with the remaining acquisition being 0.142 acres of property associated with the specific partial 34,048, based on the township's ownership of that particular partial EER. The valuation was $1,300, was completed by certified appraiser of PennDOT. In this situation, the appraiser was able to consider the TDRs that was established last year and apportion value for different types of acquisition. My recommendation is to approve this to allow PennDOT to pursue the commercial business.
No motion to approve?
I approve purchase of 1.42 acres associated with tax parcel 1.
Can't hear you.
I move to approve the purchase of 0.142 acres associated with tax parcel 34-1-0048 by Pennsylvania Department of Transportation and authorize County Manager Joseph Romano to sign the PennDOT right-of-way purchasing documents associated with the PennDOT SR 1024 CP8 Bridge project on Ark School Road.
Second.
Second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
The second item is I received from Ms. Teresa Stockdale her resignation effective April 25. I move to accept.
Motion to accept.
I move to accept the resignation of Mrs. Teresa Stockdale as Assistant Secretary effective April 25th.
Second.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? Okay, public comment. Does anyone have any public comment in regard to anything other than the police?
Just two things real quick. Last meeting, I asked about what happened to the police reports that used to show up on the webpage. It seemed like it was well received by the board and management and whatnot, but still to date, there's nothing. So I'm wondering, is that something that we're working on so that the people here in this room can look and see the calls, cumulative year to date, and the monthly calls for the police department?
We can make that happen. Decide what part of the report we want to go with.
I'm sorry.
We can make that happen. We just need to decide what part of the report we'll go with. I would recommend if we do that, it's just all on, just the way it's taken. I would call for the number of years.
And the second thing I'd question real quick is, the library's been unusable for quite a few months now with a tree through it. That we know historic Yellow Springs track record with fixing buildings. What's the status of that, number one? Number two, there's tax money going towards that that's unusable by the residents. The 0.3 mils goes towards the library. And the third thing is, rumor on the street is that Yellow Springs isn't going to renew their lease anyhow.
I'm sorry, what was the last?
The rumor on the street is that Yellow Springs is not going to renew the lease for the library in their building that they're in. So we have a tax asset sitting there that we're paying towards that nobody's getting any use out of.
Well, we're not getting any use out of the building, that's correct, but the programs are continuing. The librarian, Nancy, is she here? Most, if not all, of the library programs are still being conducted, they're just all over town. You have to check where to be located. Some are in the township building, some are in Hagen, some are in the parks. So the library is still functional, it's just not in the building.
It's not functional to go in and get any books from, though.
No, you can. You can order books. You have to pick them up at Hagen.
You can't go in and look.
Sorry?
You can't just go in and browse.
No, you can do that at Hagen now.
Oh, yeah,
They have a station at Hagen.
okay, I have no problem with Hankin Library. It's only a couple minutes up the
No,
road.
Chester Springs Library has been afforded space at the Hagen Library. So you can go and see the staff of the Chester Springs Library at Hagen temporarily until we get our space back.
Okay, I'm just making sure that our tax dollars are being
Now,
used
they're
effectively.
still working. They're still, everything's still going on. The building's not.
Hi, I'm Ed Belcher, I'm the treasurer of the store at Yellow Springs, been there for 20 years. The status is, we are working with our insurance company to establish the scope of work that they're willing to approve. Right now, we want to do more than they approve, and we're working with them to negotiate that, so we can, once we get that established, we will proceed with repairing the building. Regarding another comment about, this is something about us not running the new light, not running there.
That's the rumor on the street. Yeah, the lease, not renew the lease.
The lease is still active. We're waiting.
But we hear it's not going to be renewed.
I don't know, well, the lease has at least another 5 years on the term, so I don't know what's gonna happen in 5 years, but, that lease has another 5-year term.
Thanks, Ed.
Anyone else have any other public comment?
I had no idea what these other people were saying.
We're gonna hold this pleasure to you. Not hold it.
So the mic is
Try
pointing.
to do better. Try to do better.